Hey, Tracker. I know you don't need it, but there's some work available on the mission boards. Hey, darling. You look like the type who does. The Trackers Alliance can. Oh, what am I talking? Good. Here's the. Now, I heard rumors that this no good. I got a plan in place. All right. So, you're gonna want to make sure it'll track down my marks, clear out, and come.
Used to think I was Vanguard material until I discovered that space travel turns my stomach in knots.
We really shouldn't go any further without our suits.
Trackers normally work alone, but this is good. I'm already getting Here's your pay. This tracker business suits you, if I say so myself. We did, soon after you left. And on top of that, turns out our guy was using the launch pad as a rendezvous. What, a tracker? The Trackers Alliance. Now, look. Bye. Hope I never have to kill you.
I can't wait to get back out there.
You have a nice day now. You that newcomer that said... Hiya.
Come in, Deputy. Take a seat.
Grab a chair.
While you've been in the field, we've had more reports about farmers being threatened. Unfortunately, some didn't survive. It's worse. How's your investigation proceeding? That's assuming he finds something useful. Otherwise, you'll be no better.
Let's move on. I asked the other rangers to share their opinions of you. And there are... We'll start with Ranger Callow. She was grateful for your timely arrival, and impressed you had the guts to take on those pirates. Nia says you were respectful with Ron Hope and didn't push too hard. That shows me you were listening when I said to go easy on him. I can understand. He can be uncompromising, but he looks after.
I'm grateful to have a little more help around here. Let's continue. We've got a detailed report from Ranger. He said you took on a syndicate loan shark to help an informant. And you were right to do so. Helping people is our most important duty.
You got results, and that's what matters. Price was impressed by that. Said you really took the initiative.
Ranger McMillan praised what she called your uncommon bravery and dedication. She said you took on the Red Mile so you could get a meeting with Marco. Sounds like you're starting to understand what it means.
So what happened with Marco? I doubt he gave you that slate out of the kindness of his heart. Too bad. I was really hoping he'd cooperate. Guess the threat of going back to prison was just too much for him. What about Maya Cruz? Her loyalty to Hull and the 1st Cavalry was strong. I guess I'd want the same thing.
Excuse me, Marshal?
Not now, Alex. We're in a meeting here.
I know, but this isn't... I've done it. I've cracked... Now, I don't know exactly where the First are headquartered, but there are references to a place called the
The factory. That was our nickname for the main facility.
Under the terms of the peace treaty, they shut all the mech factories down right after.
But they didn't destroy them. At least not all. Never saw it myself, but I know it's... If the First are... The facility was on Arcturus. It could be a dead end, but...
Those First guys should have spent more time on their encryption.
Just love the feeling of leaving the atmosphere.
Sometimes I just want to turn off the grav drive so we can float around. Enemy have taken down their shields. Sometimes they grab love. I'm ready to head out again when you are.
Engine seems to be having
Space.
Let's see what's on this planet.
action. I've got no use for lies. So when I tell you that you're being manipulated, you know I'm telling the truth. You think the Council of Governors really cares about anything but themselves? They're greedy and corrupt. You're a tool in the hands of the unworthy, just like I once was. I was loyal. I followed orders, and I led good men and women to their deaths. I'll carry the stain of that dishonor to my grave. Cavalry was the greatest fighting force the Freestar Collective has ever seen. At the Battle of Mira, the 1st Cavalry was destroyed. Why? Because the generals got scared and asked for a truce. I've got no sympathy for cowards, or for the people who put them in power. I've also got no sympathy for those who do their bidding. And this means you. best mercenaries in the Freestar Collective and cut right through them. If we'd have had more like you in the war, we could have planted our flag in New Atlantis. Not the way it should have. Of course, I can't expect you to understand what we sacrificed. You don't know what it's like to look around and see the faces of war. I watched brave men. I saw mech pilots cooked alive. Those deaths didn't have to be. You really want to know? Because you might not like the answer. Last chance, Deputy. You can walk away right now. But if you still want the truth... Not long after I started the first, I was contacted by a man who said he represented someone wealthy and influential. I refused to work for a shadow client, so imagine my surprise when Ron Hope showed. He offered me a lucrative contract to take possession of certain farms. The credits were good, but yeah, getting some payback. You think I've lost? Is that it? You go find Ron Hope, and then you can deal out whatever justice you do your job. I'm gonna make this easy for you, Deb. I'm gonna die the way I lived, weapon in hand. But first, here, take this. Use it to cut out the weakness run when the next war comes. And it will come. Now my unit's waiting. Goodbye.
Почему нельзя его вот так вот схватить? У вас же есть такая функция.
I was just wondering where you'd gone. See you around.
luck out there.
How are you?
Dusty. So, Ellie. Same. I was beginning to get... Anyway, Irvin's record will be expunged on account of his death occurring before the trial ended. It's a technical victory, but we'll take it. Can't change the... Already did. And speaking of, I divided it into equal portions for me, and I sold the... I gave my portion to Ellie, so she... Well, there it is. There it is. It's not lost on me. I appreciate... Thanks, Detective. I'm glad you haven't changed your... A long time ago... Don't tell the others. As close as we've got. With you? Anyway, it was just one... Talk to me, my dear friend. Let's see if I... Till next time, universe permitting.
Looks like something out of a magazine.
I don't want to hear any complaints. Keep an eye on your valuables. If you can't protect your own, you don't belong.
Ron hopes the best thing that's happened to us.
Always something going on around here.
It's a tough town, but these are good people. Catch you later.
Okay. Hello.
We'd be done.
Off-worlders. Nothing good ever comes from them. Just keep it holstered.
That's very generous, Mr. Hope.
It's well earned, Burkett. We set some ambitious quotas. You met every one of them.
Well, I won't pretend it was easy, but everyone pulled together and we got it done.
I'll let you share the good news. Whenever and however you like.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Those jackasses on line A are gonna be the death of me. You missed the tour? Yeah, this is where it happened. Listen, I ain't exactly cussing. You do. So here is the... Most of them are... It's my job to draw... If you want to ask questions... Every rivet... If you've got a hook... Yeah, bye already.
Good to see you. Well, I've just received a report from the Marshal about your progress. He said you had a promising... I trust. Of course. Oh, the same Paxton Hull who was court-martialed during the Colony War? Well, I've never met the man, and I can't imagine why he'd make an accusation against me. I see. I'm impressed, Deputy. It's clear you have a bright future ahead of you.
What's going on? What is this about, Mr. Hope?
Nothing that concerns you, Birgit. In fact, why don't you make yourself scarce?
I think I'd like to hear what the deputy has to say.
Just hear me out, and you'll see. The truth is, we've been falling behind the competition. Significant. A few years ago, I began to diversify. We started to research We developed an experimental fertilizer. I was prepared to write them. Turns out, our fertilizer was transforming the soil. Mining is expensive. My mineral-enriching fertilizers, the farmers provide. Look around you. I provide the job. The fact is, these people work. I cannot. Look, I'll let the hardworking people of this town depend on me. Cutting my costs means saving.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How could you do something so off?
Not another word out of you, Birgit. I can take your job. And more. We'll in any case, I give you my word that I'll call off the operation and... You're right, of course. I'll set up a fund to handle funeral expenses, and we'll... You're right, yeah. Those families deserve to be, well, perhaps with that resolved. As a member of the Council of Governors, I'm authorized to award you a substantial bonus. And of course, we'll both agree. Well, let's not be too hasty, Deputy. I'll do what's necessary to protect Mike. If you tell anyone about it, do you really want... But on a much larger scale. Well, I'm afraid there's no avoiding. The past can't be changed. You put me away, and this... I'll make myself. I won't let you jeopardize, if that means... I'm important! You're
not actually threatening to attack a...
You just threaten my authority. Yours. Guards!
I don't understand. Mr. Hope always seemed like but everything he said about the it was so awful. No, you're wrong. That's not all. He always looked out for us. I know what I just heard and saw. No. He was... And now he's... Nobody should ever want that. Especially when it means killing someone. That would be... Ilana. She seems pretty capable. I guess we'll have to figure things out. Find a path forward.
Rock might have some more. You ever run into the base of your city?
Good to see you.
Good to see you back safe. What's the word on the mech thing? I take it that they were. Did you find out why? What? Ron Hope?
Are you really that surprised?
He's on the damn council, Emma.
So he can make laws favorable to his business interests. Sure, he's known to look after his people, but do you really think he gives a damn about some farm?
Did Hope explain his motive? That has a familiar...
I recall hearing about some Hope Tech initiative to help farmers. At the time, I just figured it was a PR stunt.
Please, tell me you've got some... All right, let's see what... Yeah, this is pretty damning. And you confronted Hope about it. Damn. This is going to send shockwaves. The people can't trust their leaders.
Have a little faith, Daniel. We're not the United Colonies. One bad apple won't spoil them.
Easy for you to say.
Not yet, but...
While we've got you here, there's one last... Emma, would you please?
With pleasure, Marshal. When you first joined us, I told you that you'd undergo an evaluation. There's one thing left. Do you feel ready to wear the badge of a full-fledged Freestar? In that case, I won't hold you back any longer. Marshal, I approve the deputy for advance.
Thank you, Ranger Wilcom. In your time serving as a deputy, you've shown exceptional courage. Fearless. By the authority granted to me by the Council of Governors, here's your badge. Wear it with... I know you will. Let's hear it for our new Ranger.
Well done. Way to go.
Congratulations. The promotion's well earned.
Блин, это так смешно звучит. Вы получаете собственный звездолет. Регистрация не требуется. Ура! Без регистрации. Эх.
Good to have you on the team. Something you need from me?
Well, hey there.
Что ж с тобой интернет? Или что ж с тобой YouTube?
This'll be great. I really missed space.
Solid docking job there. Nice work.
Good day, Captain.
Maybe if I save up for 1,000,000 years, I'll be able to afford a trident.
Excuse me. It is an honor to be part of something so great.
Take it easy.
The galaxy must see. What are you? Philippe didn't say I should be expected. This is the very heart of Trident. A lock shouldn't be necessary to keep you. Well, I suppose since you're. It's here. Oh, yes, I am. If you have any other questions. Listen, if you want to talk about the Max, me, I designed. Well, fortunately for. Back to crafting the future.
You sure you're in the right place?
I'm trying to work here.
Wise to look over it before continuing your work.
You're stifling me, dear. I'll look over the files when I'm good and ready. Now, if you don't mind, I have some vital work to be doing.
Huh? Do you mind? I prefer my personal space be free of, well, you. Are you supposed to be down here?
This is Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. Scan complete.
Just the person I wanted to see. You got that? And we aim to keep it that way. I need to deliver this to Vina so she can start the reverse engineering process, but first, Ulara wants to see you. I've upgraded your security level so you can access the executive floor, where her office is. Tell her assistant Maeve you have an appointment. I won't be far behind, in case you get lost.
If you happen to see Lyndon on this floor, give a girl a heads up. I warned people that Tomo was unstable.
My career will be over if this deal falls through.
If you're waiting, I see you have an appointment with Miss Chen. Just head up the 2 flights of stairs to my left and speak to Maeve. I'm happy to help. The executive floor houses all of you. Thank you for stopping by.
I think back, it was the single most stressful experience of my life. My company's future might be right here. This deal could be huge for my company.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Whatever business you may have, it's certainly not here.
So much work to do. I hope you're minding yourself while on the job.
cause any trouble.
This could be the most important meeting of my career.
Name and appointment. Confirmed. Ularu is wrapping up a meeting with... You can wait here or in the lobby area. I'll let you know when she's ready to... I see Imogene Salso is supposed to be with you.
I'm right here, Maeve.
Good. It should just be a moment. Well, sooner than I thought. Looks like Ularu's ready now.
You know, if they aren't willing,
I got
that
my
leaves
eye
us
on
with only
you.
one option.
God, Ularu, is that always your response? I don't want another PR mess on my hands.
Yes, Viv, because you're too good at your job. No, we can talk details later. My next appointment's here.
Fine, but you can break this news to Alexis at our next meeting.
Good. You're finally here. The one I've been hearing so much about. I'm Ularu Chen, head of operations here at Ryujin. So tell me, what do you think of your new job so far? In that case, it sounds like our initial impression of you is turning out to be... Now, my dear Jeannie here says you've been through the basics of what we do and pulled off success every time.
5 successful standard assignments and 1 specialized.
And on top of all that, a flawless record. It's no wonder they love you up here. I happen to have a personal assignment that I'd like to send you on. One that involves meeting up with an outside contact. Jeannie seems to think you're more than capable of handling it.
She's the best operative I've ever hired.
Let's not forget the only operative you've ever hired. Meeting with outside contacts isn't always as straightforward as your past assignments. Some can be fickle or demanding, so you'll need to decide how to handle them and what decisions to make on the fly. Good. Then you shouldn't have any trouble. Your contact is Simon Rychek. He claims to have information on a new project that Infinity Ltd is working on. He said it's a game changer that Ryujin would be especially interested in. So, his asking price. Finance will reimburse up to 1,000 credits. So, if you have negotiation skills, use them. Negotiation it is, then. Because losing such a valuable asset... Now, in order to confirm your identity, Simon prefers... I'll let Jeannie give you the details on this one, because the concept is just beneath me.
Simon is into sports, so he enjoys any opportunity to talk about them. At some point, he'll casually say, "Looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year." You get to respond with, "Razor Derby is the only real sport." Got it?
Well, now we know what kind of taste our latest opera.
It does make things a little more interesting. Luckily, he's not a huge stickler for it, but sometimes we like to give him a hard time. You'll need to travel to Sidonia to meet up with him. Just look for him above the Lux condo.
You spoke very highly of this one, Jeannie. Let's hope she doesn't... Now, if you'll excuse me.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Well, that wasn't too bad for your introduction. What do you think of Ularu? I worked with Simon a lot in my time as a field op. He's a perpetually grumpy man, but I think he just... Getting close to people isn't a luxury. Only that it's vastly different than Neon. There's not glitz, and don't worry about it being in UC territory. Simon's smart, so any physical... Just make sure your ship is clean before reaching Mars orbit. Remember, Aurora is elite.
For you? No. Only Ularu calls me that. And it's not up for...
I get the feeling the locals aren't a big fan of outsiders.
Careful near the railings on the upper levels. It's a long way down. Just because the governor's office is right out there on the main level, doesn't mean it's not secure.
What's up?
Most visitors can't wait to get on this ride.
No offense if you live fresh air. I guess if Sidonia is all... I tell you one, the broken spear. Oh, it's... If our predictions are right. Fingers crossed. Hey, even the greats have to fall at some... Pardon?
Can't wait to get out of this place. You lost? Or just come to ask an out-of-work money? Only good thing worth talking about is... Speaking of, looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year. You're damn right it is. I heard they were sending someone new. Nice to see you made it. I have information on a deal being proposed between Infinity Ltd. It's my belief that your employers would be highly... It's steep, yes. But... for this little tidbit... I suppose I can... I hear you. I'm still willing to talk. All right, I'll lower the price. But that's my final offer. As you may guess, being an informant, I've heard there's a merc in Saturn's orbit who'd like to cross my name off her list. Milai Liskova. If you take her out and bring me her gun... She's a freelance mercenary. Used to work for Inception Techno. But she likes her independence. She specializes in killing. Liskova has a sentimental attachment to that gun. Even named it... It saved her life. Good. Malai's ship is called the Datura. And like I said, you can find her. Just remember to bring the gun.
Heart still skips a beat every time we take off.
That's bad enough. State your business or
managed to find someone with guts. I suppose it shouldn't surprise me that he wants Ember as proof of this. He knows I'd never part. Ah. The first time Ember and I met, she was pointed. Oh, she said, in my line of work, we were a thing for a while. Until I'm sure he regrets it, considering. And now, I live to blackmail. So if Simon told you I wanted him dead, it's a lie. Oh, you really think I'd let you just waltz on? If you knew anything about me, you'd know on. The only truth here is that I've intended to kill you since the moment. I'm sure he wanted to properly motivate you. It's not like Simon to get into the details of it. Either way, it's too bad you won't live to find. I'm pretty sure I've already. True. I'd hate to. Okay. Fine. You've compelled me to hold up my end of the deal. Besides, I like to think of this as just a temporary. She's always found her way back to me before. Why should this time be? Oh, don't worry. I see this as some well-needed.
Docking seal released.
Always nice to kick back in the broken spear. Just because the governor's office is right out there on the main.
Look who survived the devil herself. So you got a taste of her deception before. Just imagine, no? Just allow an old. It's strange. I always imagined I'd be happy. Perhaps I've been running so long now that it'll just take. You know, why don't you keep that gun of hers? Let's hope you're right. Now, the information I have is on a deal for something called. I'm giving you 2 slates. They contain surveillance and interaction data for Stanley McMillan, the Infinity rep, that I obtained myself. I'm also giving you a 3rd slate because you're going to need to download the files on Project Dominion off his computer yourself. Best guess is it has something to do with Infinity getting into the neural. Stanley McMillan? Nice doing business.
to get Deimos to bite on a deal. It's even got a catchy code name. Project Dominion.
Keep a lookout. Notifying us.
Sounds like world domination to me, buddy. I'd buy into that in a heartbeat.
What a day, huh?
Right? I'm telling you, this Project Dominion is the real deal. We ought to be selling this to Inception or Quantum. Hell, you should be in the Astro Lounge making Ryujin Industries beg for that tech. Ha! That'd be the greatest irony of them all, but not this baby. Dominion is finally gonna put Infinity first. We'll beat Ryujin at their own game.
Sometimes I feel like these mines just run themselves. I like to think that mining must be a fun job, or else why would we keep getting so...
Not looking for conversation. I don't. Huh. Damn it. Okay.
My company's future might be riding on this deal.
I've got my eye on you.
If you need something, speak to Thomas.
My career will be over if this deal falls through.
Excuse me. Some of us have actual work to do.
Well, that took longer than expected. I hope whatever information Simon had was worth it. You've got a little spark in you. I like it. Now, Let's see if what Mr. Rychek found was... Give me a moment to run a Let's see... Got the key. Well, well, well. Looks like our friend Simon. This is a sales initiative for Project Dominion. It's not an Infinity LTD design. It's one of ours. They didn't even bother to scrub the name. Meaning someone never thought they'd get caught. Come with me. Masako needs to...
Don't cause any trouble.
Don't wander into any restricted areas. Hey,
this about? Who is this?
This is our latest junior operative. I sent her on an assignment to rendezvous with an informant. But here's the real news. Infinity Ltd has gotten their hands on Project Dominion.
Impossible.
Not only that, they're trying to sell it under their own name.
Of course they are. We need fines to investigate this immediately. Since you found this information, I am trusting you to help investigate. You see, Project Dominion is confidential. It requires a high security If Infinity Ltd has obtained any information on it, that... Exactly. I want you to go see Dalton Fines, our Chief Security Officer. You've brought an enormous security violation to our attention, so I trust your help in... And thank you. Some operatives may have seized this as an opportunity for extortion. It's good to know your loyalty lies with us. I'm sure I don't need to remind you that this situation demands... Dalton.
Ah, lovely Miss Amada. How can I help?
Cut the crap, Dalton. I'm sending an operative your way, along with some files to your computer.
I'll be ready.
Not for this one, but I trust you'll get it done. Neuroamps make some people nervous because they can enhance your ability to influence others. But with the external appearance, an internal neuroamp would be unnoticeable. Should it be used to influence someone, that person would... Ryujin has many enemies outside of the corporation. I do have suspicions, but feel it's too early to... I've been the CEO of Ryujin Industries for over 10 years. I've also been lucky enough to continue. Ryujin has many... I do have suspicions, but feel it... Dalton is our Chief Security Officer. He oversees everything. Since I promoted him, we've decreased our security breaches by 96%. Only a handful of competitor operatives have set foot in the building. Our latest line of neuroamps, they can boost confidence. Those types of improvements. I was elected CEO when my he was jeopardized. We caught hostile operatives with... Saito was in... When the truth was refuted, the compensation... The Council of Governors is a group of political and corporate elite. They institute the laws and have the Freestar Rangers to enforce them. And, of course, administrator... Just look at our... And Neon is, I think, the answer. In an ideal world, unraveling the
Ryujin CEO is no joking.
Отойду на минутку и вернусь.
know how to make a client feel welcome up here.
Good. You're here. So, thanks to your work in Sidonia, I'm told someone here has leaked information on Project Dominion to our adversaries at Infinity Ltd. A mole within the company means a failing in my... We're initiating Security Directive Theta, which means a full sweep of every employee in this building, Masako and myself included. Directive Theta allows for a third party to conduct the sweep. This way, the results... We certainly are. Directive Theta has one unique case, and that's Ularu Chen. The directive calls for a specialized programmer known as Nix to investigate her, but he'll need your assistance for an unusual assignment. Ularu has the ability to thwart any investigation, so it's imperative she knows nothing about it. Her knowledge and talents are why she's the chief of operations. So she is the best equipped to... We don't deal in trust here. Think more in terms of mutual benefit, and Nix will be giving you a program to run on Ularu's computer that will pull any data needed to prove her guilty or innocent. Your job is to infiltrate Ryujin Tower as an anonymous outsider in order to run this program completely off the books. This means your keycard will be turned off, and the security guard... At least one of us is. In the meantime, I'll ensure... During that time, I'll be unlocking access to the... I'm also issuing you a disruptor, which should help in avoiding... I'm glad I don't have to explain. You'll meet Nix at Map...
If only there were more hours in the day.
Someone in my business, there's no... You got an appointment? 'Cause if not, consider... Wow, nice to meet you, too. Good thing you aren't with marketing. I've written up a program just for the occasion, but as Ryujin knows, it's yours for either a price or a favor. pretty it is a real... You don't scare. I hear you. Maybe we can... You know how it is. Alright, you win. No wonder Ryujin hired. While you're snooping around in the tower, I just need you to hit up one more... It's Camden chose. Just run the same program on the slate I'll give you, and you're good. Let's just say, it's nothing beyond something that Ryujin would... That's between me. But you can... suit yourself. So... a pleasure. Your job is simple. Just run this little beauty on Ularu Chen's computer. Once you're done, bring the slate... It's nice to see you know more than just... Here's the slate.